teddy bear. I wonder if it's in memory of, because he's not actually physically buried here. He served in Korea and Vietnam, and I wonder if his remains are still overseas. Or Asia, I suppose. Well, apparently both of these folks are still alive. Look at that beautiful design. Looks like a seashell, doesn't it? 187th Regiment Combat Team. Clearly, this is not a good idea. Those roots will definitely get underneath the headstone and uproot it. The irony that roots will uproot, right? Yeah, that sky does not look good. But my close friends tell me that I shall not melt. What? What? I'm not sweet enough to melt? No. No, not sweet enough to melt. Not sweet. Never been described as sweet by anyone. Other positive descriptors, just not sweet. He went by Ducky, apparently. That's funny. I love that. Ooh. That's not a photograph. Well, maybe an engraving based upon a photograph? Love stuff like that, though. Receiver of the Bronze Star. Live free, amigo. Amigo is Spanish for friend. And then looks like the son served in the U.S. Navy. Or, well, no, I'm guessing maybe this is the father and this is the son. Could be a brother. 27 and 23. Could be brothers. And they die within a couple of years of one another. If you know, please feel free to update me. Now this is really easy to read. 2017 is the death date. So young. 1968 to 2017. That would make the person 40. Let me see, 48. Wow, so young. He's still with us. Years ago, I worked with a John Casey when I worked at UVM, the University of Vermont. The birth date would be about right, but I don't know. It says, "Love to the Rescue," founded 1872. Huh. They're both still with us as well. I've seen larger versions of these in people's yards. Bet you have too. Pretty sure that is a Virgin Mary. But again, feel free to correct me in the comments below. I'm not so proud that I can't be corrected. Oops. I stepped on a pine cone and slid. Oh. He was a POW. World War II, and a Purple Heart recipient. A Purple Heart is when a military person in the U.S. is injured. This man, who served as a seaman in the U.S. Navy in World War II, earned a PhD at Stanford University. I think it's fairly extraordinary. Do you? My bet is he used it from the GI Bill. Used money from the GI Bill. I wonder if this works. Nope. No water. Those are used typically to fill up something to water the plants. Maybe connect a hose. I love the fact that the U.S. flag is flying here. I've been to some cemeteries that don't have a flag flying, like the Soldiers' Lot, ironically, which is managed and cared for by the VFW, Veterans of Foreign Wars. I think it's VFW. No, I think it's, well, it's not managed by the cemetery itself. That's a Greenmount Cemetery in Montpelier. It was the only area where the grass was cut. I think it's the military department. Well, whatever it is, anyway. No U.S. flag. But I was hoping that that the VFW had taken note, or some other military organization, and was going to put a flag on it. I love when there are photographs. I really do. It's one of my favorite things to find on a headstone. Well, this is the first time I've seen Charbonneau spelled with an S. It's typically spelled with a C. À la français, oui. Well, let's see what this says. I was wondering what the plaque said at the base of the flagpole. And it says, erected 30 May 1947, Major John L. Glynn, Post Commander, Fort Ethan Allen, Vermont. I know, my shadow's right there. I apologize. Well, they're both deceased. And whoever this person was. Mother of? Canada. I wonder why that's offset. they appear to be with us still. Vietnam War. She was a yeoman. U.S. Navy, World War II. Isn't this a beautiful headstone? I will say I do love these bronze plaques. Corporal in the Army. I don't know what CPO stands for in U.S. Navy. I need to brush up on the naval terms. A Pearl Harbor survivor. Oh, God. No doubt war is filled with horrors. But that day, the date that will live in infamy, right? Ooh, mosquitoes. Apparently she went by Stormy. Decorated vet of World War II, Percy N. Pelkey, 1925-1992. Makes me wonder, decorated how? If you're going to say that, tell us how. Tell us what he earned. They married in 1945. Good for them. Wow. Ooh, mosquitoes are thick. They're enjoying my buffet. Ooh. Purple Heart. World War II, Pattons 3rd Army. Wow. Pattons' nickname was, let me see, Old Blood and Guts? Is that right? Imagine a lot of slogging, a lot of killing. I mean, that's what you do in war, of course. I'm not saying otherwise. I'm just saying. Looks like a headstone is going to be placed here. Maybe one is being repaired. Well, here's another one of those things, but I can see there's something that it's supposed to plug into on the base, right? You see that too? Still reminds me of a cross. And it looks like this is a timer for making something work. Fascinating. U.S. Army Air Force, World War II. Another photograph. He's still with us. I take a lot of photographs, by the way, when I'm wherever I'm filming. And if you want to see my photographs, I mean, I'll put one or two on my website, travelingforhistory.com, but I only have so much space on the website. So instead, I upload them to Instagram and my Facebook Traveling for History page as well. I'm also Traveling for History on Instagram. So follow me there, and you can save photographs I've uploaded. Oh, they're going to put a headstone here because she just died March 13, 2021. May he rest in peace. And when did he die? He died September 4, 2021. In loving memory of Robert E. Bob St. Don, and she is Diana J. St. Don. May they both rest in peace. I can't really step closer because there's this rubber garden piece right there. Don't care to trip over that. And this one's really decked out. It's got the candle holder there, It's got all sorts of plants and the cross. Kind of looks like a solar cross. The one thing I love with the shadows is it makes you look so tall. Because I'm not tall by any stretch. I'm actually going to go look at a grave over here. I'm not going to walk the rest of it today. I may come back in the future to walk the rest of it. I would encourage you to come visit. Absolutely. And I'm intrigued by this over here. This is, of course, the other side of the cemetery. I will film as I walk by. Ooh, this ground is particularly uneven. It's like extra wet, probably because it's shadier. Happy birthday. Oh. Okay, that's pretty heartbreaking. And whose grave is this on? Rena R. Jones, September 1944 to February 3, 2015. Well, it's September 26th today, so, gosh, I'm sorry. Apparently he is still with us. I'm intrigued by this gate here in the fence. Makes me wonder where it leads to, but I'm not going to go in. It's also padlocked, I see, but I wouldn't have gone in anyway. But interesting flowers nonetheless. Because who doesn't like flowers? Ooh, and look at that old piece of fencing right there. Oh, and over here as well. Bonus for walking over here. Huh. Interesting. All right, well, I'm going to go back to the walkway to walk because this ground is exceptionally wet. And as I try to put my cane down on the ground, it's pushing down into the ground. So it's not, doesn't feel safe. Again, I would encourage you to come visit, pay your respects, thank them for their service. I have a photograph at home of my, oh, who was she? My great grandmother, who stood beside a gravestone, I think it was overseas, of her son who was killed in battle. And I often wonder, and maybe you do as well, about the lives they could have led had they lived. But then again, was their death necessary for the winning of the war? That would have been World War I, by the way. Isn't that a lovely picture? No idea if that's supposed to be them. I don't know what this means. CV-45 shellback. And admittedly, when I make these videos, I upload a video every day of the week, at least one, sometimes more than that. And I don't necessarily have the time to, or even the memory, to remember to look this stuff up. So, if anybody knows, please put in the comments below. You can also comment on Facebook. I'm online frequently. Well, I live online. When I'm not filming, I'm online. Clearly, I can't seem to help myself. In loving memory of a life so beautifully lived and a heart so deeply loved. Well, they're both apparently still with us. So that's good. birthstone of April apparently is diamond. The birthstone for April is diamond, believed to bring wisdom, health, and courage. And if you're serving a war, you definitely need to be courageous. I love the white on the black. It's so easy to read. Labelle. Here lies the loving parents of 9. They would have had more, but they didn't have time. Clifford Allen II and Shirley Ann, both deceased. He lived from 10/1/1937 to 2/10/1993, and she from June 30, 1937 to 4/29/2009. Oh, that's funny. Oh, yeehaw. All right. Oh, I see some more photographs. And I can't seem to resist the doggone photographs. Though I don't recommend walking too long on this side. Very painful. Which is why I've stopped walking, by the way, most of the cemetery. And they have both passed on. He was a lieutenant colonel. Wow. And his wife, apparently, I would guess, she was 13 years his junior, and she died before he did. He was from Rhode Island, Staff Sergeant with the U.S. Air Force, World War II in Korea. Wow. Ooh, are these toadstools or mushrooms? Beats the heck out of me. Now tomorrow it's supposed to rain. So, although I'll not melt, I don't want my phone to get wet. And there's that fence we saw on the other side, up close, behind the locked gate. Anyway. There's no way to close this cemetery off, so my best guess is that theoretically you could visit at any time, but typically cemeteries are sun up to sundown. There are no lights here, so this would be very dark, no doubt. All right, well, thanks so much for coming with me today to the Fort Ethan Allen Cemetery. Show you the sign again. Really appreciate your coming with me. And until we see each other again, you have a great night. Bye.